Hello everybody, it's Tomebinder, and in this video I'm going to be checking out 3 different maps that are all sort of collectively grouped under the same identity, and that is the Rgby identity. I'm not actually entirely sure what Rgby stands for. It might just be red, green, blue, yellow, but there's a lot of lore behind these 3 maps, so I'm going to get right into it. As you can see here, there was a quote at the top: 65 years of unprecedented peace, all broken instantly. And that was by the President of the United States of Bluevonia, which I have to assume is the blue team. Following the end of the First Global War, which lasted from 1904 to 1946, the world thought that another catastrophe like the scale of the first one would never happen. But discontent in the seemingly fledgling Federal Republic of Redvanburg prospered, as although they grew economically to rival the United States of Bluevonia once again, the unequal treaties carried out by the Entente powers, who I assume were led by Bluevonia, meant that Redvanburg would seemingly never mobilize a functioning professional army once again. But they were wrong, for across the years between 46 to 11, 1946 to 2011, what? I don't know what the dating scale is for this world. The Redvanburg Federal Army grew in strength to the discomfort of the Allied great powers, but none were brave enough to stop it. This was a severe error. As Redvanburg pursued influence throughout the world, allying with the República Libre de los Amarillos, it's like the Yellow Republic, the Free Republic of the Yellows, a declining great power. The influence of the members of the former Entente powers, now the Treaty of Defense and Security Forces, waned. The influence of the newly formed alliance of cooperation between the Amarillos and Redvanburg grew rapidly. This all finally came to climax when Operation Thunderstrike was launched, in which the Redvanburg army finally launched its 65-year-long awaited return. So essentially I think we're playing as the red team and we're invading our neighbor, Bluevonia. So let's hit play. This was partly inspired, by the way, by FCC, which I don't think should come as too big of a surprise. That's kind of the premier multicolor teams fighting each other world in Ancient Warfare 3. It was made by, I have no idea what I'm doing, but it was also partly inspired as well, and more of a spiritual successor to something that Otchos made called Color Wars. Anyways, let's hit play now. Oh, we've got some classic Kevin music, and I think it might be a little too loud. I have to check. I think it might be a little too loud. Let's hit play again, and I'm going to look at my audio tab here. I'll turn it down just a little bit more, but only slightly. Just like that. Okay. So here we are. We're on the red team. We've got a tank and a lot of troops. The tank is running over many of our troops, and we seem to be pushing through the streets into Bluevonia here. Okay. Some areas feel a little bit empty, but I haven't seen really enough of the map. I feel like that's going to be an enemy tank. I don't think that's on our side. Oh, I could jump in the tank. I could, but I'm not going to. At least not for now. Oh, look at that. Custom sound effects. Nice. How dare you destroy our tank. Alright, I'm going to shoot it down. Okay. See, the problem with this is that the sound effect cuts out after a little bit. Oh, I got instant killed. I actually didn't even check my health, what my health level is at here. Okay, going back. I do like the gray rocky sides to these little steps. I like that. And I do like these bridges and the design of them. As far as like suburban or like the outskirts of a city battle would go, I think this is well put together. It's a very nice looking map. However, it does feel a little bit empty in some parts, and I think that's due to the seeming lack of too much texturing on the terrain here. It might be a little bit, but it's hard to tell. I think it's mostly just the default green. Okay, careful. Yeah, so I have only 100 health, which could prove to be a problem. I do like these custom gun sound effects. Oh yeah, I got instant killed. So I don't really have too many options available to me to stay alive. I'm just going to be doing a lot of dying. Oh, look at that. That's the border. We've captured the border crossing, I guess, and now we need to push into the city proper. Come on, go down. There you go. That would have been embarrassing if I failed. Oh, well, at least I killed him. At least I killed him. I'm going to turn down my desktop audio just a little bit more. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, ooh, yeah, so I think my initial thoughts on this map are going to be to up the player health a little bit, and to, actually, you know what, the volume might just be a little loud in my ears. I'm going to turn it down and turn it up for you. But yeah, I think the player is a little bit too fragile for such a large battle, especially one that's involving so many troops and tanks. But the actual visuals on this battle are pretty good. I would say they're a bit, you know, Spartan. Like I would say you could add more decoration to the environment. But if you kept it as is, I think it serves its purpose well. And normally I would say definitely don't have 3,000 points in a conquest map, but I do see there are 8 capture points, which means those 3,000 points will go down fairly fast, especially if one team gets a decisive advantage. Whew, this is still kind of loud for me. I think I'm going to prefer to take the sniper strategy for this part of the battle, because clearly trying to engage in these big grand firefights has often been lethal for me, so I will play the role of a sniper. Just going to advance as much as I can before they get reinforcements from there. There we go. Keep moving, keep moving. Uh-oh. They're shooting at... Oh, no. Keep going, guys. We're close to capturing that flag. I don't think we should let them repel us. We need to take it. Oh, man. Yep, we're starting to be repelled from that point, unfortunately, because they're shooting at us from the side. They have flanking fire against us. So, this is a strategic dilemma. Advance, advance. I think I'm going to have to hip fire, just in the interest of advancing more quickly. Oh, that guy's dangerous. Okay, okay. There's so many troops. This is a very large battle. Whoa. I am close to death now. Where was that guy who shot me? Right there. Oh, whoa. So I'm just a little too far away to capture the flag from inside here. Unless I go to the edge. Aha. There we go. Now I am immune to their flanking fire. And they're going to be forced to divert this direction in order to take it back from us. Oh, capture, capture. Thank you. Alright, now we need reinforcements spawning here, please. Otherwise, it's just a weak link in this whole operation. Oh, okay, but I want to respawn at this flag. Hopefully I do. Point H seems to be pretty heavily contested at the moment. Okay, I did respawn here. Whew. Keep it moving, guys. We cannot let them counterattack. They're counterattacking pretty hard at this point. Ooh. Respawn, respawn. I do like this urban battle situation, but I think it might be a little too drawn out. I think there might be a few too many points for what this map is. We need to capture point H. Come on, guys. There we go. There we go. I think we're almost there. Yes, okay. So now we have a decisive advantage against them. Hold the line, guys. Look at how many enemy troops there are. We need to get to a fortified spot here. Please, please. There we go. There we go. Now we have ourselves an MG. But we can't advance to a closer position. Like, I'd like to be able to use that building for cover, but it's really dangerous getting there. Okay. Hold the line, shotgun man. You can do it. Oh, I think I just killed him with friendly fire. So I'm not sure, where is the blue point that they're all spawning from? I'd like to be able to capture it and give us a 6-2 advantage, but I think that's pretty unlikely because, yeah, when the team is at a disadvantage, their units will spawn a lot faster. So it's going to be just the further you advance in a conquest map, the harder it is to advance anymore, if that makes sense. The level of resistance mounts continually the more progress you make. I think we'll be lucky to hang on to these 5 points, to be honest. I do think 3,000 points is too long, even for 8 capture points. I would have put it at maybe 2,000. If it was at 2,000, there would still be another 400 points to go, so I think that would be a reasonable length, to be honest. I mean, unless he really does expect us to capture all these points, which to me seems very unlikely. Because I admit it would be cool to have a battle where we push through the outskirts of the city and form a like an assault base or whatever in the suburbs, but all these points seem too contested to really manage that. So I think we should aim for these bridgehead points, maybe by cutting them off, but the thing is, like I said, they respawn so fast. And a lot of our guys are respawning here at the front and not guarding our back lines, which is also a worrying prospect. There are so many of them over there. Holy cow. That is probably more than I can deal with. Oh, that's certainly more than I can deal with. Back away, back away. If we can just capture one more point, we'll be in a great position. My bullets broke that building. Okay, careful, guys. You can do it. Red team, advance, advance. It is really unfortunate that the sounds cut out. Okay, I don't have any more rounds. I need your shotgun, sir. Man, if only I could get there in time, but I definitely can't. I'll have to swim. This is cool, swimming to the bridge. I assume I'll be able to swim out again. Right, 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 right. I'll be able to swim out again, right? Whew! That was very close. Get down, get down. If I get too high up, they will see me and shoot me. Whoa. But I need to infiltrate into their point somehow. Yeah, I think I'm about to die. When I jump up, they're gonna shoot me to death. Unless I can help my own team a little bit. Okay, I got it, I got it. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. That was amazing. I took one guy out, but then I was just blown apart by incoming fire. I think at this point, it's pretty much guaranteed that we're going to win. Unfortunately, though, there's not going to be much more movement on the battlefield. Like, there's going to be no real flags changing hands, which means at that point, I think you'd want to call the battle. So, 3,000 points might be a few too many. All right, let's keep going then. I do like the unit designs and the unit variety. Though I am noticing a lot of this gun, this one that I have right now. All in all, though, that's really just a nitpick. The unit designs are nice, and I would say they're unique compared to FCC, so well done on that front for sure. Alright, let's respawn. I do like that this is like the border bridge. That's cool. This flag is really lightly guarded. In fact, I think all the guards are dead. We need people respawning there, please. Please? It doesn't matter. I think that they're so close to losing, even if they retook it, it wouldn't matter. Uh-oh. They're spawn camping that point. Uh-oh, guys, that point's about to fall. This one right here. They're spawn camping it. I need to get there ASAP. Oh my gosh, I spawned at it. I spawned at it and died. But of course I died because they're spawn camping it. Those dirty cheaters, they need to observe etiquette when they fight. Okay, we have troops crossing here. We could maybe get some flanking fire on those spawn campers. I don't think it's going to matter though, because we're only about 100 points away from winning, so let's keep it going. This is an intense battle here. I think this is our main, our main foothold in Bluvonia right now. This one supermarket. Pretty much. And I think we're about to win. 20 points left. Yep. Red victory, alright. Well then, everybody, that was Operation Thunderstrike. Red Von Berg was victorious in their attack against Bluvonia. And now we're going to play the next map in the Rgby series, which I don't quite remember what it's called. I will first give this one an upvote. Let's see what the next one is chronologically. I believe it's not this one. I believe it would be Battle for Burundisville. So this canonically takes place right after what we just played. After the surprise attack of Operation Thunderstrike by the Red Von Berg Federal Army, the Bluvonian armed forces suffered a string of decisive defeats at the hands of the Red Von Berg forces. The Red Von Berg army pushed the Bluvonians from vast swaths of land and managed to capture several major urban centers. However, Burundisville was the first major point of resistance against the Red Von Berg army, as the 1st Infantry Division of the Bluevonians managed to fend off several attempted assaults with this. With this? Okay. The Red Von Berg army commenced a major artillery strike, shelling much of the city to ruin. After the shelling, Red Von forces now prepare for a final major assault to Burundisville. They expect capitulation in mere hours, but only time will tell. Alright, let's hit play then. I've seen several people have played this map before, but I haven't paid too much attention because I wanted to experience it blind. But I guess we're assaulting through a ruined, or a mostly ruined, city, trying to sweep through the remains of the Bluevonian defenders, and it looks to me like this is going to be another conquest map, though I don't know for sure. Preparing objects. Alright. We're almost there now. I wonder what kind of scripture in this map. Maybe just music. It is another... Ooh. I just got instantly sniped. Let me see how many points there are. There are 9 capture points in this map, and a longer respawn time, which is interesting. 3,000 points, but with 9 capture flags. So this will theoretically be faster than the previous one. Oh, we're the Bluevonians. We're defending against the Red Von Bergs. Okay. It's cool to see APCs in action in this game, actually. You don't often see them from this level, but yeah, it's neat. Disgorging units. So I guess we are manning the defenses. We want to hold back the Red Von Berg forces. I'm going to try and guard this tank to the best of my abilities here. But I think I'm too far behind. Also, this must take place in 2011 because we have more modern gear right now. I have to assume. I like the custom sound effects, but once again, I do believe I should have a little bit more health so I can stay in fights longer. Or you could just give me a med kit or regeneration. Anything like that would be appreciated, I think. Because for conquest maps, you want to be able to stick around a long time to contest large areas of ground against the enemy team. But with 100 points, you're really just putting the result of the battle in the hands of your AI teammates and the AI enemies, because you really can't participate in any sort of prolonged fights. Uh-oh. Enemy tank, bring it down, bring it down! There we go. We brought it down. Currently, we are tied up. Both teams have 3 flags. We need to make some kind of a gain. They're pushing in through the steps. Is this called a step? I don't think it is. What's it called when it's just like a terrace? All good questions. We may never know the answer. DMR. Oh, okay, I died. But yeah, I think we're about to lose another point, which is going to put the enemy decisively winning. Oh no, we captured point B. So we're tied up again, but point E is going to decide who's winning. Point E has fallen to the Reds. Okay, we need to push now. Still very contested. We could definitely take back the momentum here with a good push or two. Alright. I like the battle... wow, I just yawned. I like the battle ambience. And in fact, I do like the way the city is put together, but I do have sort of the same remarks that I had about the first map in terms of the level of decoration. I would personally up the terrain painting a little more and add more rubble and stuff scattered around just to increase the amount of decorations in the map. I think as is, it's fine though. I just realized we are winning, not the red team. Yeah, we have 5 points, but they have 4. But uh-oh. Okay, they're gonna take one of ours. We're gonna take one of theirs. So we're still winning. And they continue to spawn camp us because I just spawned and died instantly. So yeah. I would suggest adding a greater variety with your rebel decoration, not just the rebel object. But yeah, just you can see, just one hit is enough to kill me. And personally, I'm not super huge fan of the ultra accuracy in that way, the ultra realism anyway. That's why I could never really play too much of Operation Free Fire. I just died too quickly. Okay, let's keep going. I think if you're gonna have a player have low health though, a Conquest Mode is the way to do it because you respawn so quickly. And it's just built into the game mode that you're gonna die and respawn. Whoa, I can see someone shooting me, but I don't know where or how. Again, I would really recommend there being bullet holes added to environment objects when they're shot through. Otherwise, you're just getting shot and you don't know where you're being shot from. Like an entry and exit hole, basically, on all environment objects would be nice. Let's keep going. Oh, I just instantly die. Yeah, see, I think I'm just a little too frail to be fighting these big battles. I'm gonna give myself a med kit, I think. I think that'll just be a good balance, because even though I do often get one shot, it will allow me to recover from any lighter wounds. Yeah, see, like, there's no way a med kit would have helped there. I would put the player's health at 300 or even 500 for these sorts of battles, to be honest, because there are a lot of units shooting. Alright, let's respawn now. It's actually pretty early when I'm recording this, so if my voice sounds unusual or if I'm yawning, that'll be why. I'd like to get a lot of videos recorded today, so I'm starting a bit early. It's now the summer, so I can make more videos and play more stuff for you guys to hopefully enjoy. And I will be posting updates about my schedule and what I'm making in my Steam status updates. If you can't see my Steam status updates, it's because you don't have me friended. You can send me a friend request and I will probably accept it. And then it'll just appear under the Ancient Warfare 3 tab of your Steam library. Alright, let's go this way. And the reason I use that is because I'm not going to use, like, Twitter, and I don't have community. I don't have the community tab, so it works alright. Ooh, instant death there. Yeah, I think a little higher health and a little fewer points would be nice. Just sort of quality of life things to make this a little less brutal would be kind of nice. Also, I don't think you have any sort of smarter unit script in play, but I would recommend that for these sorts of battles. They just spice up Conquest maps a little bit, in my opinion. I'm a little bit biased because I've made several smarter unit scripts, but if you just have the units have a sense of unpredictability to them, like maybe they'll crouch, or maybe they'll go prone, that'll also make it harder for them to get killed, which I'm realizing is not something you really want, given how hard this map already is. Well, it's not necessarily hard, it's just easy to die. So I'm a little conflicted about whether or not to recommend a smarter unit script. Because on the one hand it would spice things up, and on the other hand it would make it harder to kill your enemies. And your enemies already have a pretty distinct advantage at killing you, so... Let's push up. We have to be aggressive here. Flanking fire, keep going. I should have tried to kill that guy, but I failed. Okay. Alright, well... I think we have a slight advantage. Whew. Gosh, sorry about the yawn. This is an enjoyable map. I'm not yawning because I think it's boring. So the enemy has 4 points and we have 5. I like that, by the way. It allows for there to be no gridlock between the two sides. And also the points do wind down a little bit faster. But yeah, I like the destroyed city, but I would recommend a little more detailing done to all parts of the map, not just the city, but the environment as well. So this is one of those cases where medkit would be helpful. Okay, we're going to go stealth mode. Take cover. Then we're going to push up. Whoa, take that guy out. And that guy. Keep going. This is intense. Well, my stealth run kind of got rudely interrupted by a Red Von Berg soldier. But it's okay. We're going to give this another shot. I'm pretty sure it's going to be just like the previous battle where there's no real movement. We're just going to hold on to these flags until we win. And you don't really want to have that in a Conquest map, I'm going to be honest. I think there should be sort of movement and flags changing hands fairly often. One way to do that is to add scripted events like spawning in waves of reinforcements for either side. But yeah, the gameplay loop when it's basically a stalemated conquest map is generally just sort of waiting for the clock to run down. So I would suggest cutting any dead time, which you can see here we've got about 500 points worth of dead time, so I would suggest cutting some of that. But I really like the feeling of shooting this custom gun. It's obviously it's not a custom model gun, but it has a custom sound effect, which is just fun. I need to turn down the sound even more for me, I'm sorry, but I will turn it up for you. Hopefully it's still balanced. Let me check on my audio here. Testing. Okay, maybe it needs to go up a little more for you. Okay. I think we're pretty good now. Let's respawn. Yeah, so, we've pretty much got the enemy on lock, I'm gonna be honest. We've got it all locked down. I don't think they're gonna advance anymore. We have just enough flags under our control to really take home the win. Just waiting for the clock to run down, essentially. Whoa! Heal. There we go. It's pretty cheeky, that guy shoots me and I just can't even see him. Okay. I'm the sniper man. We have plenty of people who have repeating rifles, but snipers are actually much more helpful, I think, in this sort of map, especially when the player has so little health, and playing with their automatic rifle is probably just going to get you in a firefight, then to get you killed. Hanging back and sniping the enemy troops is always going to be not a bad strategy. Okay, well, we've pretty much run the enemy down in terms of their health. Where have these MG-249s been this whole map? I would have loved to have one of these. But yeah, the enemy's just about out of points, and we're going to claim victory in the Battle of Burundisville. I don't quite know how to pronounce that. Yeah, so in many ways I have similar feedback to the first map. Obviously I liked fighting in the urban area, but we eventually pushed out of the urban area and we got to a spot that more reminded me of the first map. I will give this an upvote, but like I said, more decoration and making it a little more balanced in terms of the player's health would be always appreciated. We're going to move on now. Sorry for the slurred speech again, it's a little bit early. We're going to move on now to Rgby, the Battle of Frederick Valley. And this is apparently a prequel, it looks to me. And yeah, let's read the description. During the First Global War, a string of defeats suffered by the Empire of Grenovia by the hands of the brilliant Amarillo general Vasquez Camilo has left the Frederick Valley, the clearest path to the Grenovian mainland's heartlands, exposed. Amarillo forces quickly took advantage of this and launched several attacks to Frederick Valley in an attempt to breach the point. Play as a rifleman who has just been recently sent here as Amarillo forces prepare to strike at the Grenovian Royal Army. So obviously we are the yellow team attacking the green team in Frederick Valley. This is taking place during the First Global War, which is apparently the Rgby universe's equivalent of World War I. Seems to be several lines of fortifications that we need to push through here, which I think we're capable of doing. At least I hope we are. Let's hit play. Hey there, sir. Hello. You look new. Yep, I'm pretty new here. I was just sent here according to the description. Let's just grab the two repeating rifles. I don't think we want to mess around with a regular rifle. Is this a... I thought there was like a invisible... There is an invisible wall up here. That's cool. You can't jump out of the trench. Yeah, that's very cool. So we are in the trenches. Oh, we're defending against the Amarillos. I thought we were in Amarillo, but I guess we're the green team. We're going to defend Frederick Valley against the Amarillos. Okay. Let's go under here if we can, which we cannot. What does this sign say? Battlements and... Oh, just battlements. Okay, let's head to the battlements then. Defend against the yellow team to the best of our abilities. Battlements 2 and Battlements 1. I want to go to Battlements 1. Maybe they'll attack down from the hill. Unless there was something I was supposed to do to trigger the attack, but I'm not sure that there was. We're down in the valley here. Is this the point we want to defend? Let's get more ammo and just check up here. So can we just run out? We can't. So where are the yellows? Are they going to attack from here? Am I supposed to run back? I don't hear any gunfire. I think there might have been something I was supposed to do to trigger the attack, unfortunately, that I didn't do. But this is a more scripted battle compared to the Conquest maps. The first two ones that we just played were Conquest maps, of course, and this is obviously a scripted trench defense battle, I assume anyways. let's run back to where we started and see if there was something we were supposed to do or someone we were supposed to talk to in order to start the battle. As far as trenches go, I think this one's fine. I believe there was a strategy made by Daniel, which allows you to reinforce trench walls, which might be kind of a cool effect to have here. Of course, if you just want to follow your own designs, that's totally fine too. And I am picking up on the fact that there is some nice terrain painting in this map as well. Let's go here. Office and barracks. Yeah, I'm betting we were supposed to go here first, if I had to make an educated guess. Okay, very cool. Barracks. Anybody in here? Oh, just one guy. Everybody's outside the barracks. He seems to be not doing too well. Let's go in here. The office. Surely the office has something we're supposed to do. Yes, look at that. I'm guessing we'll have to talk to this guy. You look new around here. Well, I am. Actually, I'm not. I don't know anything about my own lore. Direction of the enemy. So they're going to come here, attacking the battlements, which is what I'd predicted. But I don't really know when or how the enemy's going to attack. I certainly can't hear gunfire. So I don't know if I was supposed to... What am I supposed to do here? When is the enemy going to attack? I guess I'll just run through the whole trench. I hope I'm not missing anything important, but... I don't think I am. Am I outside the trenches now? Oh, I am. Okay, what's this? Mortars, nice. I like this mortar pit. But it doesn't answer my question. How are we going to start this battle here? When are we going to get attacked by the Amarillos? Maybe I need to run back this way. There was one last path I think that I didn't take, that I need to take. I don't think it's very clear which way we're supposed to take. Let's head this way. What does this say? Medical center. Medical center. Our battlements are taking immense losses day by day from these Yelis. Every day, either 3 or 2 wounded come to the medical center. These guys do seem pretty wounded. I don't want to die. And it's pretty grimdark, I have to say, Otchos. Pretty grimdark. But at least it's not war crimes, you know. There's plenty of people who just add gratuitous war crimes in their maps. I don't necessarily approve of that. Now, for these interior areas, I'm going to be honest, they feel a little bit empty. Except for these beds and stuff. I would suggest tables, crates, sandbag, checkpoints maybe, piles of medical supplies. Just the more detail, the better. The more you can flesh out the map, the better. But, am I supposed to go to the other battlements to start the attack, or is the attack already started? I hope not, because that would be embarrassing. Not supposed to go through there. Battlements. If I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do, we obviously won't be able to play this map, which will be unfortunate. We've gone to battlements 1. Let's go to battlements 2 and hope for the best. Okay, guys, you ready? You ready to fend off the attack here? Or maybe a script broke. Maybe a script broke somewhere along the way. If I had to guess, that might be what's going on. Yeah, I feel like they're supposed to be attacking us right now, and they're not. Let me look in the custom battle editor. So apparently I was just supposed to talk to the commander. So that was my mistake. Wait a minute. This is why I was confused, is because units that have the hint on top of them you can't talk to. But he must have embedded 2 units on top of each other to allow me to talk to them too. You seem new around here. Indeed I am. Well, my name is Private Layton, and I recommend you go to Lieutenant Lindsley's office, in the office and barracks. Why though? He'll brief you what's up here. If you don't, well, you might not survive. Oh well, it's straight through the battlements. You'll know it when you see the sign that says office and barracks. All right, I'll talk to him then. I'll go talk to him. I didn't even go up to him because I didn't realize that you could talk to the units with hints on them. It wasn't particularly obvious to me. I'm going to turn left and head into the office. At least I got a chance to explore the trenches, though. I got to see everything he made. But I'll talk to you now. Yeah, see, that's what confused me. Let's talk to him. Lieutenant Lindsley. Looks like you're new here. I know that this place hardly looks like an office, but I'll give you the debriefing on what's up. Sir, yes, sir. We are the Frederick Valley. If this one single trench is breached, the enemy will have a clear and open path to our heartland. That is why the Empire of Greenovia has sent our most hardened, experienced, and capable infantrymen here, including you. Now I order you to man the battlements immediately. Sir, is there any other backup line to defend the Frederick Valley, sir? No, the Greenovian Royal Army is stretched too thin, fighting both the Reds and the Yellows. Now I order you, soldier, to man the battlements at haste. Understood, sir. Okay, let's go and man the battlements then. And I assume that will be what triggers this attack that I ended up talking to him. Alright. We go this way, I think. Yep, pretty sure. Actually, no. That's the way to the mortar trench. Alright, let's go to the battlements then. Not to the office, but to the battlements. And hopefully we're able to put up a good fight to hold off the yellow team. I think I'm going to start at battlements. How about battlements 1 this time? We get a little more stuff to look at battlements 1. We need to hold off the yellow forces until reinforcements arrive. This will take a while. Okay. Got some classic Kevin MacLeod. Dun 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 dun. I've heard this in Minecraft videos. Okay, anyway, let's get ready to... Oh, we should have started at battlement 2 instead of battlement 1. But it's okay. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe. We're being attacked from multiple sides now. The problem with having an invisible wall here is that it obstructs the line of fire. It messes up where your bullet ends up. Like that. It's really... It makes you much less effective and accurate. We're doing okay, though. Hold the line, Battlement 2. I believe you can. Gotta help lighten the pressure on them a little bit, if I can. Okay, now you guys are gonna have to do this on your own while I get a little more ammo. I want to get one more clip worth of ammo. Alright. How's it going over there? They seem to be doing okay. Hold the line, everybody. You must be brave. So actually the battlements 2 are really suffering a lot. I need to head over there, I think. You can do this, battlements 1. I'll be back for you. Maybe I shouldn't be running all the way back like this, but... I have to reinforce them. Whatever's left over there. I need to move. Why can't my guy move faster? Move faster! Don't you know I need to get to battlements 2? Yeah, there's lots of bullets flying overhead. I don't feel too great about their chances. Uh-oh. They're shooting in the trenches. They're in the battlements. They're in the battlements. Hold them off. Hold them off now. They've overrun the trench. Oh, here comes the mortar fire. Very good, very good. Back up. Oh, I was afraid of that. I thought there might be a respawn or something, but I realized there's probably not a respawn. Okay, let's look in the custom battle editor here. 150 health. I just don't think you can have put the player through this with 150 health, especially when you have no healing for them. It's just not feasible. I'm internally debating whether or not I want to retry this map. I think I'll try it one more time, but first I'm going to buff the player's health up to 500 and show you why I think it's a good idea. And in fact, why don't I also just add a very slight regeneration script. Start endless loop. This is all you have to do. Start endless loop. Delay for every 1 second. Heal. It can be very, very slight. Heal 5 health. Player 2 health. And then we'll do a heal node. Just like that. Heal 5. Just has to be 5, I think. That way, if you stay out of combat, you will get your health back. Alright, let's hit play now. Let us hit play and try this again. Hopefully we're able to hold Frederick Valley this time. there's just a lot of build up to that infinite defense, and so when you die in that, it's kind of soul crushing because you're like, well, I want to respawn and keep going, but you have to go through this whole rigmarole to get back there. Oh, I can carry all 3 guns. Great. I'll talk to you. Indeed I am. Why though? Okay, I'll talk to him. Okay. I didn't really need to talk to that guy. Who I need to talk to is the lieutenant. So I'm going to do that quickly and then run back. These guys should get to their positions at the battlements, please. And I'm glad we have the 2 mortars, but I wish they fired on the enemy before they got inside the trenches. Because I saw a couple mortar shells come down right before I died before. Alright. Sir, I'm going to talk to you again. Sir, yes sir. Continue. Understood, sir. Let's go! So essentially, wait, was that lore? I think it might have been lore. No, it's just papers. Okay. So we're going to head back to Battlement 1, and I think our plan is once we see the Battlement 2 start to come under some real pressure, then we'll run back there, and we're going to try to prevent any one battlement from collapsing, like what happened in that first attempt that I did. But I'm going to show you why I think a little more health is going to be beneficial. 500 might be a little bit too much. I just want to guarantee that I'm able to finish it. 300 is probably going to be a reasonable amount too, especially if you have regeneration for the player. Alright, I think I'm going to start in Battlements 1. Even though Battlements 2 come under attack first. Really, they have a harder time with all this, but I'm going to leave them to their own devices to start with. Is this guy charging out of the trenches to attack? He is. That's pretty tough. He died. That's sad. That was heroic, though. He charged out to defend the valley against the yellow team. Wait a minute. The valley? Is this a reference to the valley campaign? Alright. So we're going to defend both trenches about as equally as we can. You can see here with so many enemy units, it's going to be pretty easy for one front to collapse. Oh, looks like the mortars are landing in the battlefield, not in our own, not just in our own trenches. But yeah, considering how long it takes for me to get there, I should probably start running over the second I think that there's just a little too much pressure. Because it'll take me a solid 25-30 seconds to get over there. Oh, yep, they're starting to take a little too much pressure. Let's run, let's run. You guys can do this, Battlement 1. It's Battlement 2 that really faces all the problems. It's nice to see their shadows shooting rifles and stuff. That's cool. Let's run back there. Yeah, I think for some reason Battlement 2 has it the worst out of all parts of this trench. Get over there. Reinforce them, soldier. Get over there. Uh-oh. Have they already collapsed? I think I started running too late. Just like last time. No. Wait a minute. Are there still some people alive? There's not. No. Once again, too late. Now they're converging on Battlements 1. We need to bring their attention back here. Pull back, pull back. I don't see how we're going to be able to hold them off this long, but we'll try. I think it's actually better to make a stand at Battlement 1 now. Retreat, sir. Oh, he died. He couldn't retreat. But yeah, our goal is going to be to hold them at Battlements 1, I think. Because for some reason that one is the tougher battlement. If it falls, though, we're pretty much toast. I mean, really, it's just that we have to stay alive until reinforcements show up. It doesn't say anything about the battlements, and speaking of that, battlements are now dead. Let's pull back. Oh my gosh, I'm getting flanked. I need to do a breakout. Get me back, get me back. Here comes the mortar shells. Very good. Lighten their numbers a little bit. See, that was just one hit, but if I had been at 150 health, it would have nearly killed me. It's just kind of brutal and almost unfair to have that level of health in this kind of map. I really like the custom sound effects for guns, despite my trigger discipline being so horrible. Fall back even more. We're going to just defend every inch of this trench until reinforcements arrive. I feel like we were supposed to hold the battlements rather than fall back into the trenches. But oh well. I'm going to use this gun until I run out of ammo, then I'm going to switch to the rifle. Keep going. The thing is, when they're pushing down a trench, it's different from charging over open ground. Much closer quarters in a trench. Oh, that's a grenade. That's a grenade. I should have thrown the grenade at them. Guys, we're pretty much... We're losing ground too fast. I should defend the mortars. The mortars are our last real weapon. I wish there were more like stationary guards inside the trenches, because once they've breached, it's pretty much toast. The way things currently stand anyway. Oh my gosh. They took out the mortars. Fall back. I need to get to the lieutenant and tell him what's happened. Sir, we've taken heavy losses. We're going to lose the valley unless we do something. Did they kill him? Oh gosh, they might have already killed him. They didn't. Sir, I will defend you. I will defend you with my life. Get down. I'm going to hold the door like this. They'll never get in. I'm going to call them an airstrike, if that does anything. Oh, Amarillo forces have been driven back. The day has been won. So yeah, you just had to stay alive long enough. You just had to stay alive long enough in order for reinforcements to arrive, rather than hold any battlements. I might not have been playing it exactly the way I was supposed to, but if I had been playing it the way I was supposed to, I think I would have probably died. Especially if I had stuck with the regular amount of health. I think it's skewed a little bit towards the yellow team. I would suggest upping the player health and giving maybe a few more soldiers to these battlements. That's really about all I have to say. I do like the concept behind this map, defending the trenches, and the trench network itself is pretty interesting as well, so I'll give an upvote to that map. And I think I already gave an upvote to Burundisville, so upvote Frederick Valley, and that's actually the last one in the Rgby series that I have to display for you right now, everybody. There could be more installments or something that I'm missing, but as you can see when I search Rgby, this is all that shows up. So I think that's about it for this episode. I've showed a lot of different maps in this series, actually just 3, but still, they're unique in their own ways. Anyways, if you'd like to see more videos in the future, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'd very much appreciate that. If you'd like to be notified when I make new Ancient Warfare 3 maps, you can always follow my Steam Workshop, which will be linked in the description of this video. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.